Green, what up, boy? Get your ass up, nigga.
Wouldn't know me when I ain't had no check. Bitch, don't call me now. On the phone, clutching on my foot in case you call me out. Ain't nothing sweet, fingertips dirty. Got it out the mud. Nothing sweet, fingertips dirty. Got it out the mud. Fuck you mean? I'm applying pressure. Foot up on the next green light. I don't do no cap. Die by my respect. Ain't nothing sweet, fingertips dirty. Got it out the mud.
Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all tune in to KvscTV. For anybody who doesn't know who my special guest is, please introduce yourself to the people, your name and where you're from.
Yeah, this your boy, McGuire, man, coming out of Lake City, South Carolina, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm over here, I Studios, man. Nice sound, good quality, you feel what I'm saying? And we're calling with Kvsc, you know what I'm saying, TV, we getting it in.
I want to kind of jump off into, like, your backstory, man. Like, you say you're from Lake City, right?
That part.
Bet, man. What it was like coming up for you in Lake City?
Oh, man, Lake City, man, Lake City is a real thorough place, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It either it is or it ain't. You know what I'm saying? Either you about that or you not. You know what I'm saying? You about making shit happen, and or you gonna flop. You gonna suck at life. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had limited opportunities. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no studios on every corner and blase. You know, so if you had the passion for music, you know what I'm saying, you had to make that shit happen. You know what I'm saying? You had to push and motivate yourself. Whether you had to go outside the city and make your own plugs or whatever you had to do, you know what I'm saying, or still have to do, for that matter, you know what I'm saying, but I love it to death, you know what I'm saying, because it's going to make a break it, man. You can survive where we from, man, like, you can make it anywhere, like, and they're going to love you for it, you know what I'm saying, and it's a lesson with everything.
Yeah, so, coming from a small town like Lake City, man, what inspired you to get into music?
Man, shit, I've been in music my whole life, man, like, I've been playing instruments and just musically inclined since childhood, you know what I'm saying? Like, anybody will vouch for that, you know, it's born in me, you know?
Yeah. So when did you start taking music serious?
I would say the summer of 2004, I started like really like making beats seriously besides like playing drums and everything like that. I really started making it on programs and software and then went from there.
Okay, so for anybody kind of not really in tune yet, you're a producer, you're an artist as well.
Mm-hmm.
How did you come about getting that mix? It's a lot of people who usually do one or the other.
Yeah, I've been told that plenty of times. Actually, man, like sometimes, I mean, I still get told that as far as a business perspective, but I mean, you do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, only you know yourself.
Can't nobody else
live your life for you. Ain't no leg room in no casket. You get what I'm saying? Like, why you here and you got this time, you live with no regrets. You get what I'm saying? Like, I started off, like I said, making beats and only making beats. I was like rapping on the low, but I mean, I wasn't coming out publicly like with rapping, but probably like 4 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So, and now I'm really like this is my first official project that I just dropped. You know what I'm saying? And the feedback is crazy, the energy is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And man, don't let nobody tell you what you should be doing for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to live with that. Like, point blank period. Like, fuck 'em. Real shit.
What would you say the music scene was like in Lake City?
Man, to be honest with you, the music scene in Lake City, I mean, coming up, we always had like a northern type style, you know what I'm saying? There been a lot of bars, you know what I'm saying, back in the day or whatever, you feel what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying, the music done spread out, it's everywhere, and, you know, like now, the music scene in Lake City now is just crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, we got a lot of talent, man, we got a lot of heat, you know what I'm saying? Like, and yeah, we about to take this game up, real shit though, you know what I'm saying? Like, real shit.
Okay. So this being your first, you know, official project, what did you title it and why?
The title was Hunger Painz because I felt like that's what I've been through my whole life, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always been hungry for more. I was never satisfied with anything, you know what I'm saying? I never wanted to take the cards that life dealt me, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to change it myself, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So I title it Hunger Painz because of what I just said. You feel what I'm saying? I want more. I ain't satisfied, period. And you know, so now I'm going to remember that feeling. Like, I don't give a damn if once I'm really racked up, it's still the same energy. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no quitting. Like, I want more. And the people that's around me, you ain't going to be around me if you don't got that same drive, period. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, ain't shit sweet. That part.
Okay. So I heard you speaking with some people earlier, man. You know, you seem really keen on networking. You know, how
Definitely.
important is that to you, and how did you come about getting that kind of skill?
That's a good question, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, that's everything. That's everything, man. Your networking is everything, bro. Like, and we can all sit in the studio or be at our house with our own setup and make our music, put it on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of people tend to do and think they call that networking. You have a conversation from time to time and you really think that you're doing something. You're not going nowhere with that, man. You got to you got to be willing to sacrifice. Like, ain't nobody gonna take you serious unless you're willing to invest in yourself. Ain't nobody gonna invest in you unless you invest in yourself. That's common sense, bro. Like, you gotta. And if you ain't got the money, at least invest your time and your effort. Like, be at these events. Like, a lot of this stuff don't even cost no money to go to. Like, y'all, like, they spend that shit on apes, well, buying an eighth of weed or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Where you could have paid that $20 to get in, when you know that DJ, B-Lord, or this and this gonna be at this event, and you know you're an artist trying to get your shit played. Like, you could take that same money and go and get your shit in there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't get it. Like, networking is very important. You get what I'm saying? So definitely, I'm big on that.
Where are some of the places or some of the people you've kind of surprised yourself either going to a meeting throughout your networking and getting your business in order with your music career?
Yeah, man, that's a good question, bro. I remember, I think it was I forgot what year it was, but it was when the Saints won the Super Bowl down there in Miami, and I was living in Tampa actually, and went down there. I just went there, you know what I'm saying? Really, like, just went to go. I ain't gonna put all my business out there, you know what I'm saying, was grinding or whatever, put it like that.
True indeed.
And out there on South Beach, man, was staying at the Cleveland Hotel, and I met I ran into Ricky Waters, and I was selling my CDs at the time, you know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, like, I probably was like, I was on like 2 of those songs, but I did the beats on the whole thing. It was for a lot of my homeboys or whatever. We had a little thing going, and it had the Yin Yang Twins performing and all that shit, a BG and everybody was there. And he heard my music, and like, he was so blowed by it, bro. Like, he literally put me on stage, you know what I'm saying? Like, you go what I'm saying, out there for the Super Bowl, Cleveland Hotel, you know what I'm saying? Reggie Bush, everybody knew came out there at that time, and man, it was crazy, man. I really got plugged in, and it, like I said, it was just off of, like you said, like, what the question was, just taking that chance on networking, and you don't never know what you run into. That's why that's so important. You know what I'm saying? You never know the plugs and the avenues. You get what I'm saying? So, like, it just like whatever religion practice that you do, like, you gotta have faith. You know what I'm saying? You gotta walk in that. Same thing with what you do in day-to-day life. You gotta walk in that shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't be doing all this and you ain't doing this though. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's with everything.
Well, it kind of takes a special kind of individual, man, to move around and be comfortable. Mm-hmm. What kind of attributes do you think it takes to really make it, or that you don't see a lot of other artists doing, qualities that you kind of find in yourself? You know, some people value discipline, some people value having an open personality, being approachable. What do you think separates you from everybody else?
Confidence. Believe in yourself. Period. Like, them nights you be by yourself and you be thinking, you daydreaming, and you see yourself doing this and that, and you seeing people react to it like this and that, believe that. Like, ain't nobody else gonna believe it if you don't. And that's with everything that you do in life, period. That's it. The answer, that's a good question, but the answer to that is really simple, man. Like, believe it. And walk in light, you should be giving, like, real shit.
Yeah, I tell people a lot of times, you know, when they ask, well, what'll make you successful, and they say, you hear things like self-discipline, patience, and work ethic. It sounds simple, but the execution
we all deal with day-to-day life, you know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, as artists, we get the most scrutiny, you get what I'm saying? Because, well, I mean, I wouldn't say all of us do, but a lot of them, they portray this image, and they say they do this and this and this and that. So therefore, you should have no problem being able to do this and that, but when you can't, now you feeling shameful. So I mean, that's when you keep it real with yourself, and when, like, all that comes from insecurities. You're not comfortable with yourself. Be comfortable with yourself, man. Like, the times have changed. Like, everybody ain't got to be no trapper. Everybody ain't no trapper. For starters, your ass going to jail. You know how these streets is, bro. Like, cut that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like, be you. People want to know, who are you? Keep that camera rolling on you all times. Like, I don't give a damn how square you think that shit is, my nigga. Like, it's somebody that's interested, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just be you. You know what I'm saying? And you'll find your way up out there. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be in no fucked up situation where you catching problems and all the other shit. And like you said, what was the question again? You was like, some people say that they do this and this and that. Like that sounds good. It sounds easy,
sounds
but it
simple,
ain't.
but the execution is hard.
And that's why. You know what I'm saying? So, man, just be yourself, and the execution won't be that hard. Like it won't be hard at all. Like it's actually gonna come easy, and you're gonna be blowed. You know what I'm saying? Like let that shit go. Be you. Real shit. Make it that feel about you. We weren't born that way. Real
Sure
shit.
indeed.
Yeah.
So Hunger
You
Pain,
know,
when I think about that, I think about dedication and really fighting through a lot of
that.
difficulties. And so,
A lot of
like,
that.
what kind of things did you encounter making this project happen?
Oh man, to be honest with you, man, like I had an idea for this project, I would say like 4 years ago, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got like probably over 100 songs that I'm screaming out hunger pains on. You get what I'm saying? But like I use life as my pen to write with. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, I was like, I'm my own worst critic, you get what I'm saying? So I felt like I ain't went through enough. Like, I embrace pain. I embrace the struggle because that's a lesson, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's gonna make one hell of a song, or songs in general, you know what I'm saying? So that's just my way of looking at shit. But hunger pains is real, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I take my time with it, because I'm living. Like, I'm talking about my life, like that part, and no cliche. I know a lot of people say that shit in vain, but no, this is real. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna ever title any other project another name. My whole career is gonna be Hunger Pains, because, like I told y'all from the beginning, that ain't going nowhere. I'm never gonna lose that hunger. I'm never gonna lose that. Y'all shouldn't lose that neither. Like, remember why you doing this. You get what I'm saying? And keep that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of shit gonna come simple to you. A lot of bullshit you gonna handle with no problem. Real shit.
When you talk about Hunger Pain and you sound really passionate about, you know, your music career.
Mm-hmm.
What goals do you look to accomplish? You know, for some people it's just the money, some people it's just the fame, some is both, and then for some people it's something unique.
Yeah.
What's it for you?
To be honest with you, man, you need money and fame to be able to really do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? That, like, okay, like with me, like, I definitely want the money and fame, but the thing about it is not. Money and fame is definitely necessary to be able to do what you need to do, because, like, you can't help nobody if you can't help yourself. Point blank period. What I mean by that is, like, with that, I can be able to really, like, go into these foundations and charities that I want to do, and the people that already got this going, especially where I'm from in Lake City. You know what I'm saying? People like Stacey Morris and all that building that from the ground up for the youth and changing the direction and giving us more stuff that we had, that we didn't have coming up. You get what I'm saying? So, but you can't do that without money. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, it takes that they're like to get their attention. Like, keep that shit real with yourself. You ain't gonna listen to no broke nigga with no dirty shoes and no dirty clothes. Like, you don't hear shit this man got to say. But he got that. But he pull up in the SUV Jag and all this other shit, woo bad ass chick with him. Like, you want to hear what this man got, you know what I'm saying, got to say, right? You want to see that in your eyes. That show the interpretation of success or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So the way I look at it, man, like, to be honest, which I know I'm probably going out there, but, like, I'm a free thinker. I'm a real Aquarius. You go to say to just. I'm a wolf in sheep clothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play the game how it go. You know what I'm saying? Like, but listen, man.
Well, see, in a game where there's so many people and it's so saturated, but everybody's looking for that, like you said, that authentic individual who, if I say it here, you can see it there.
That part.
How important is that to you?
To me, that's very important, because if you say, you better stand by it, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, if not, that's your own self-destruction, man. Like, we got social media and all this shit now. They gonna see it. If you faking and you capping and you lying and all the other shit, especially on some positive shit, fuck the bullshit, fuck the negative shit, but especially on some positive shit, like, man, they gonna hang you, bro. Like, I ain't got to really say much on that. Like, yeah, you already know. Yeah.
So what would you say your message
My
was?
message is, man, like, either you stand for something, you fall for anything, man. You got to find what you represent in life, period. Like I said earlier, man, ain't no leg room in no coffin, you know what I'm saying? So you got to find your actual motive. That's your drive. That's where you can get your energy from. You know what I'm saying? And you run that shit in the fucking ground, bro. Like, don't be scared of shit. Like, we ain't been given that energy to be scared of nothing, bro. Like, fuck what they got to say. Everybody ain't gonna like everything that you fucking do. Everybody ain't gonna understand it. Just because you got to understand don't mean that everybody else will. Like, it's a time thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, like my favorite rapper said, it's a fucking marathon, bro. Keep running that shit in the ground. Real shit, bro.
So how do you deal with
To be honest
negative
with you, man, I
criticism?
tune that shit out like it don't exist, bro. Like, I laugh at it, honestly, like, and I keep doing what I do because, to be honest with you, I get way more positive energy than I do negative anyway, though. You get what I'm saying? So, like I said, you walk in light, you'll be giving light. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if you getting a lot of dark shit, a lot of negative shit, maybe it's time to put that mirror in front of you and check yourself. And, like, fuck the music shit, just in life, period, because it's something about your aura that's fucked up. And that's just keeping that shit 100.
Okay. So being a guy of multiple talents, you wear multiple hats. You're an artist and you're a producer.
Yeah.
Which one would you say you favor the most?
It used to be producing because I was born and raised a producer, and I love the sound of music. I love vibrations, man. But now, man, it's neck and neck, man. I can't even choose, bro, because if you ain't saying the right thing on them beats, bro, like, you break my heart, bro. Like, for real though, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's neck and neck. I can't even choose, to be real with you.
Cool. So who are some of the artists you have done features with, and who are some artists you would like to do features with?
I mean, I have done features with Field Mob. Shout out to Smoke Chevy P from Field Mob. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my niggas from Lake City, man, like Grand Bands, my boy Q Star, Scoop Diesel, you know what I'm saying? Duke Fetty, you know what I'm saying? Soul Jack, Jay Shoot, my boy Jay all day, man. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, my niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, Sandbox, you get what I'm saying? That's real shit though. We all got the same dream, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So who would you like to do features with?
Like to do features with, like, everybody say with the type of style I got, the top is like Kevin Gates. That's one of my most inspired artists. I like, you know what I'm saying, inspired artists that I listen to, you know what I'm saying? Fuck with him. And shit, I like the boy Black Zach. I like his shit, you know what I'm saying?
So who do you get compared to a lot?
Damn, Kevin Gates, who else? But they'll say that, but then at the end of the day, I'm me though, because my original sound of it. So a lot of the times, like, they're like, it's such a distinguished sound, and every song gonna sound different. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know how, or if you think of Jesus or somebody, you think of trapper and this particular style of music. But with me, you don't have a particular genre or a topic, because I hit all the topics in different styles and different tempos. You get what I'm saying?
So you know, because some people would argue against being such a like diverse artist, because they think you should just hit a niche and stay there.
Yeah, exactly.
But you say different?
I say very different. I say fuck. I said in the beginning, man, fuck them. Like, you know, don't nobody know what's best for you but you. Like, you know what I'm saying? They can be from the outside looking in, but you know what's in your heart. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing more beautiful to actually, when you stick by what you know and your principles, and to see that plan execute, or even begin to execute for that matter, it's a different feeling. You know what I'm saying? That's very inspiring. So, fuck them. Man, do what you do. Is music. It's art, bro. Music is art. Do we tell them artists how to paint their bullshit? To us, it look like a few damn dots and like he threw some shit on there and he sold that bitch for $250,000. But it's art, though. Okay, then, nigga, this is your art. It's all about marketing. Man, fuck what they gotta say.
So with every successful artist or artist you see making some moves, there's usually a good team behind them.
That's important. That's
How important is it having a good team?
Yeah, that's very important, man. Like, man, I'm so damn stubborn. I always had a cocky ass attitude. I can do it by myself and all the other shit. But like, man, shout out to my team, man, the label. They making a lot of shit happen, man, like out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, the shit is actually fucking beautiful, bro. You need a team, bro. You need a team. You need people that got the same passion, the same vision that you got. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real though, like, if motherfuckers, like, if you're around a circle and you find yourself you don't want to be like nobody that's around you, you need to change your fucking circle, like, real quick, bro. Like, because you finna end up being like them lames that you with, like, on some real shit. You get what I'm saying? So you need to be around some inspiring people, and y'all feed off each other, bro, and y'all got the same mission and understanding, like, and you gotta handle yourself like adults. You get what I'm saying? Like, everybody ain't gonna see eye to eye all the fucking time. You get what I'm saying? Like, you gotta know how to communicate and know how to be, just like I said, be real. Like, we say that word too in vain. Like, you gotta be real. Like check this out. Like, what you want out of this? And you know what I'm saying? And you put that on the table. And everybody put that on the table. And then you find a common ground. You get what I'm saying? The way everybody can get what they want and still work together. Nobody loses. And then you move from there. That's how you build that foundation with a team, especially in this snake pit. This music shit is a snake pit, bro. Like, especially in this shit, you need that solid foundation. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, that's very important. You gotta have that. You ain't doing this shit by yourself. I'm gonna tell you that now.
Bet. So tonight's the listening party. What hopes do you have for the project? What would you like to see the project do?
To be honest with you, man, this is my first listening party ever, period. Like I said, this is my first actual official project that I put out. So I don't know what to expect, but only thing I do know is to turn up, have a good time, and make sure others have a good time, man. I got such a big heart when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give it my all, and we gonna make it do what it do, and they gonna understand what a Rhett McGuire experience is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Free-minded, free-spirited. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I want everybody to be around me. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna see. I'm gonna drill that shit in. Real shit. We gonna turn up. It's definitely different. I'm gonna go and tell you, this ain't no structure. Like, it's organized and structured, but it ain't structured and organized. Like, yeah, I'm reckless. Yeah, that part.
Bet.
That real.
Look, man, for anybody looking to tune in to what you got going on, lead the people your social networks.
That part,
and where they
though.
can find you.
Instagram @Rhett McGuire. Twitter @Rhett McGuire. Facebook Quentin Graham / Rhett McGuire. I got 2 different pages on that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, basically SoundCloud, Rhett McGuire. I'm on everything. What's the other shit? Audio Mac, Rhett McGuire. You know what I'm saying? That's W. That's with a W. WRECK MCGUIRE. Rhett McGuire. That part. You know what I'm saying? But Hunger Painz is out right now. It's on every platform. SoundCloud. What this shit called? iTunes, Spotify, Blase, Pandora, Amazon. It's everywhere. You get what I'm saying?
Got any videos out? Any visuals?
Yeah, visuals. YouTube. Rhett McGuire. It's on YouTube. Definitely Trapper Sauce videos out right now. You know what I'm saying? A lot more to come. Got a lot of commercials, everything. So just stay tuned, man. There's gonna be a lot of entertainment. I got a lot of comedy mixed with a lot of dancing, a lot of real life shit. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna make it laugh, make it move, make it cry at the same time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's the label, it's LBR, which is loyalty before royalty. You know what I'm saying? I'm Rhett McGuire. We gonna give you some of everything. That real shit though. Fuck that bullshit.
Bet, man. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you for being a part of KvscTV, my guy. I wish you the best.
Oh yeah, that part. Appreciate you, bro.
Bet.
That part, be.
It was like I was lost with nowhere to go. Had a heart to help with God. I know I'm not alone. And I'm grateful. Lord, I'm so thankful that I'm not alone. I'm not alone. And I'm thankful. Lord, I'm so thankful that I'm not alone. I can hold my own. My pockets touching, gotta shake something. Hate coming home and they ain't made nothing. Them hunger pains, I make it taste something. Free smoke, free smoke. When you step in that world like you prancing.